4 championships, 4 finals MVPs. The NBA's all-time leading scorer. A man who dragged Cleveland to a title and made the entire world watch. LeBron James has built one of the most bulletproof legacies in the history of professional sports. And now, at 41 years old, he is gambling every single piece of it on the Philadelphia 76ers. After seriously considering retirement, LeBron is signing with the Sixers on a 2-year, $8 million deal. Let that sink in. A man who made nearly $53 million last season just took a pay cut that should have its own injury report to join the most snake-bitten, dysfunction-generating franchise in modern NBA history. LeBron called this his last decision. We just hope it isn't the last thing people remember about him. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the 7-foot glass cannon who can't stay off the injury report. So much of Philadelphia's championship hopes rest on Joel Embiid. He has played fewer than 40 games for 3 straight seasons, and the 2026 playoffs told a familiar story as a hobbled Embiid couldn't prevent another second-round sweep. As of March, Embiid had missed as many career games as he had played, 485 apiece. When healthy, he is a force of nature, a 7-time All-Star, former MVP, 2-time scoring champion. But the operative words are when healthy. LeBron is 41. He does not have time for when healthy. He needed always healthy. He got a medical mystery with a highlight reel. Now, here is where it gets spicy because the Sixers did not just hand LeBron an injury risk. They handed him a front office that just finished eating itself alive. Daryl Morey was fired after 6 seasons as team president. 6 years, 0 conference finals. Philadelphia's last Eastern Conference Finals appearance came in 2001. That is not a drought, that is a desert. And it was not quiet dysfunction. The Sixers are the kind of organization that turns drama into a lifestyle. Star players feud with management. Contracts blow up. Trade deadlines arrive with nothing but chaos. And now, LeBron James, the most scrutinized athlete on the planet, has walked straight into the middle of it. Here's the question you need to answer right now. If you were LeBron, would you have picked Philly or taken a safe reunion with Miami or Cleveland? Comment your answer below because this choice is going to define everything that comes next. And what comes next is the legacy math, and it does not add up in LeBron's favor. 4 championships with 3 different franchises. 4 MVP awards, one of the most remarkable resumes ever assembled in professional sports. But legacy is not just what you built, it is how you finished. Picture LeBron in the Eastern Conference semifinals, Embiid limping to the bench in the second quarter, the Sixers bounced for the 5th time in 5 years, every camera panning to number 23's face. That is not a redemption arc, that is a cautionary tale. The cruelest part of this gamble is the blame structure. When things go wrong in Philadelphia and with this franchise, when is doing a lot of heavy lifting, LeBron will be the face of the failure. Not Embiid's knees, not the front office, not decades of mismanagement. LeBron, because he chose this, he called it his last decision. He said, "I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team." That quote will follow him forever, either as prophecy or punchline. The main argument against LeBron in the GOAT debate has always been his finals record, 4 wins against 6 losses compared to Michael Jordan's perfect 6-0. A failed Philly era does not just add another loss, it adds a narrative. The story of a legend who chased one more ring and ended up trapped in the wrong city, on the wrong team, at the wrong time. Anything short of a finals trip is likely to be a disappointment, and the Sixers are built on a foundation of, what if Embiid stays healthy? That is not a foundation, that is a prayer. LeBron James deserves better than to close out the greatest career in basketball history on a prayer. 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, the all-time scoring record. The man rewrote the rulebook on what an NBA career could look like, but legacies are fragile and Philadelphia has a long history of breaking things. The question is not whether LeBron can survive one last bad gamble. The question is whether anyone, even King James, is bigger than the Sixers' curse. If you are here for every twist in this story, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell because this Sixers season is going to be must-watch television, and we will be breaking down every moment right here.